Hello, still up in Sandpoint, Idaho. January, I don't know, 10th, I think. Just hiked to the top of a mountain outside of Sandpoint here with these two dogs I'm watching. You can see them, Vino and Zephyr. And when you go up, you must go down. And the song that's coming to mind is Slip Sliding Away by Paul Simon. I've got Sorels on, but you never know, I might hit a batch of ice and go down, so you'll know what that's for. Snow's coming down. Hard to believe. I'll be in probably Texas in about a month and a half from now, sitting in just shorts on the deck, taking in the morning sunshine, drinking my coffee. Variety is the spice of life. Yeah, well, I've been working with a lot of new clients. I still have my old business that I do, which is nutrition, basically, holistic wellness company that we have out of Texas I've talked about before. And come January, everyone starts to make resolutions, which is okay. Gyms get packed and, you know, we change our lives and we go hard for about a month and then it all sort of fades away. Gyms, people who are real gym rats, I was one for a while, always just wait till February when the gyms start cleaning out again. But anybody who's experienced trying to lose weight or get healthy should know by now, spending a lot of money too, that diets don't work, period. They don't work. It takes billion-dollar business to take your money. It has to be a lifestyle change, absolutely a lifestyle change. And what we've done, we've got a 95% success rate. I've never failed with any client that sticks with the program. It's pretty easy. But our success is basically, we don't sell anything. 50% of it's education, because we've been lied to and sold down the river in a lot of ways, but the other 50%, which is our big success, is accountability, being accountable to somebody. It takes about 30 days to undo a bad habit and replace it with a good one, so knowing someone's in your corner and helping psychologically and getting your body back together. But I could talk more about our program another time. A thought came to mind here because I was reading some studies on children, and the obesity rate is getting higher and the sick rate, everyone's getting sick. Kids are, there's a lot of things going on that weren't even on the radar 60, 70 years ago. But, you know, just food for thought here. The sugar industry did a concerted effort to demonize saturated fat for the last 50 or 60 years. Food pyramid is wrong. This is all stuff we teach. I won't go into the details of that yet, but sugar's a toxin. It's a poison. Most people should know that. Even the cancer industry is starting to figure out that cancer cells feed on sugar. But everything in the standard American diet, which ironically is SAD, that's the acronym, Standard American Diet is SAD, there's so much sugar in there. And you have to look at grains, processed foods, especially white grains, as sugar, because the first thing that happens when you eat a bunch of grains, the body synthesizes it breaks it down into a simple sugar. So we're pumping sugar in our bodies all day. And you think about these poor children. I was reading a couple of studies on drugging and all this sort of thing. You got a kid, parents don't know any better, they're just trying to do what's best for their kid. They feed him Fruit Loops and fake orange juice in the morning, or let's just say, or even pancakes or waffles topped with a fake syrup. Have you ever read a label lately? Take a look at like the standard syrup. San Jemima is one I looked at the other day. 3 types of sugar in it, nothing really natural at all. It's just garbage. So you're giving them pancakes with a bunch of sugar, fake orange juice, and you're sending them off to school for 2nd grade. Bouncing off walls, these kids are. Teachers don't know what to do with them, and it's a sugar. So this is sort of the trend. Teachers saying your kid's out of control. He's ADD, hyperactivity. Or as my mother used to say when I was a kid like that, oh, he just had a lot of gumption. And so we bring the kid to the doctor, and the doctor says, well, I need to put your kid on ADD medicine. It's not coming to my brain right now, but on drugs. So basically, you're drugging your kid up at 5, 6, 7 years old. The studies are just starting to come out now, what that's doing. What do you think that's doing to the growing brain of that child and the body? Being on drugs at an early age. What do you think that's going to do leading later on in life? How's that going to rewire the brain? No one really knew, but the studies are starting to show now that it's certainly not a very good thing. So the kid starting off life on drugs. Really, it's that simple. And then it goes further and, you know, they're eating all this sugar garbage and it's just, and, you know, they're not getting outside and playing and more screen time. I mean, it's this whole thing going on, but, you know, it's all about balance. You have your screen time, you have your TV. Everybody needs that, but you need to get out too. There was a study came out a few years ago too about a lot of what they call the helicopter parents and the kids who weren't letting their kids, a couple studies, go out and play much because they were protecting their kids who might have been in the city. And again, parents doing what they think is best. But the kids weren't getting out. Study group. They were getting out, climbing trees, eating mud, stuff that we need to do to build up immunities to our surrounding environment. And guess what? These kids started becoming young adults and they're going in the workforce and they're getting sick at the drop of the hat because their bodies never had a chance to build basic immunities. And that also came along in the 90s with the antibacterial soaps and everything antibacteria. It wouldn't let their bodies. So again, it comes back to education, and the true change happens through education, correct education, from a young age. You know, not the agenda-driven education. The food pyramid is wrong, all this stuff, but there's a huge grassroots movement happening of people like us taking control of our lives and talking with our pocketbooks, and there is change going on, and it's good. But these are things we've been teaching for 10, 12 years. And as I'm wandering in the snow here, I just thought it'd come to mind, but 80% of our body is what we put into it. The other 20% is genetics and exercise. We are what we eat. And you have to be, it all starts there. Anyway, have a great day. I'm following these dogs out, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.